Welcome to Finanzas Perseverantes. We appreciate you tuning in and we encourage you to watch this video from start to finish as we bring you valuable information. Today, we'll be discussing a crucial topic: how to claim the pension of deceased U.S. residents and their relatives living outside the U.S. We'll be detailing the requirements and steps involved in this process, so without further ado, let's delve into the process of claiming pensions. Firstly, it's important to understand who the direct beneficiaries are. When discussing U.S. residents' pensions, the term beneficiary refers to the person or people who are eligible to receive payments or benefits after the original holder has passed away. So, who exactly are these beneficiaries? Well, the hierarchy starts with the spouse. If the deceased was married at the time of their passing, their spouse becomes the primary beneficiary. This means they are first in line to claim the deceased's pension. It's crucial to note that this applies whether the spouse resides in the U.S. or overseas. But what if there is no surviving spouse, or if the spouse passes away before claiming the pension? This is where the children come into play. The deceased's children are the next direct beneficiaries. They have the right to claim the pension of their deceased parent, provided they meet certain criteria. These criteria can vary, but typically they must be under a certain age or still in school to qualify. Now let's consider a scenario where there are no surviving spouses or children. What then? In such cases, the grandchildren of the deceased may have a chance to claim the pension. Again, there are specific criteria they must meet, which can include age limitations or educational status, but they are the next in line to benefit. It's important to remember that these are general guidelines and specific situations can vary. For instance, in some cases, dependent parents or siblings might also be considered beneficiaries. The key takeaway here is that the direct beneficiaries are usually the spouse, followed by the children and then the grandchildren. Knowing who the beneficiaries are is a critical first step in understanding how to claim a U.S. resident's pension. It lays the groundwork for everything else that follows, from understanding the eligibility criteria to navigating the claiming process. Now that we know who the beneficiaries are, let's explore the maximum age for claiming these pensions. The age factor plays a crucial role in claiming pensions. Let's delve into the details of this critical aspect. The maximum age for claiming pensions isn't set in stone, and it varies depending on the circumstances surrounding the pension. In some cases, there may not even be an age restriction at all. For instance, if you're a spouse of a deceased U.S. resident, you may be eligible to receive survivor benefits as early as age 60. However, if you're caring for a child who's under age 16 or disabled and received benefits on the record of your deceased spouse, you can receive these benefits at any age. Now, in the case of children of a deceased U.S. resident, they can receive survivor benefits until they reach 18 years old. But there's an exception to this rule. If they're still in school, they can continue to receive these benefits until they graduate, or 2 months after turning 19, whichever comes first. So yes, being in school can extend the time frame for claiming pensions. And what about grandchildren? They might be eligible for benefits if certain conditions are met, like if they were dependent on the grandparent at the time of the grandparent's death. However, the rules surrounding this are complex, and it's always best to consult with an expert or the Social Security Administration directly. So as you can see, the age factor in claiming pensions is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. It's highly dependent on the specific circumstances and relationships involved. Also, remember that these rules apply whether the beneficiaries are within or outside the United States. So, no need to worry about crossing borders to claim what's rightfully yours. With a clear understanding of the age factor and requirements, let's move on to the payment details. Now, let's talk about how the pension gets paid. When it comes to the payment of a deceased U.S. resident's pension, the process is designed to be as straightforward and stress-free as possible. The pension is typically paid out on a monthly basis, providing a steady and reliable income for the beneficiary. This helps ensure financial stability and allows you to plan your finances effectively. Now you might be wondering, do I need to travel to the U.S. to initiate or manage these payments? The good news is that you don't have to. The U.S. Social Security Administration has made it possible to handle most of the procedures online. This means that you can manage your payments, update your information, and submit any necessary documents from the comfort of your own home, no matter where in the world you might be. To start the process, you'll need to visit the official U.S. Social Security Administration website. Here, you'll find a wealth of resources and a step-by-step guide on how to claim a deceased's pension. The site is designed to be user-friendly, making it easy for you to find the information you need. Once you've started receiving your monthly pension payments, it's important to keep the Social Security Administration updated with any changes to your circumstances. This could include changes to your bank details, address, or marital status. Remember, you can make these updates online, saving you the time and expense of a trip to the US. One last thing to note about the payment of pensions is that in some cases, you might be eligible to receive a lump sum death benefit in addition to the monthly payments. This is a one-time payment made to the spouse or child of a deceased worker. Check the Social Security Administration's website for more details on who can qualify for this benefit. Next, we'll discuss the importance of the Social Security number in claiming pensions. A key element in claiming pensions is the Social Security number. This 9-digit number is a vital piece of information that uniquely identifies each person in the United States. It's like a fingerprint, no two are the same. But what role does it play in claiming pensions? Well, the Social Security number does more than just identify you, it links you to your lifetime earnings and work history. When it comes to claiming pensions, the Social Security Administration uses this number to verify your eligibility and calculate your benefits. But is having a Social Security number enough to claim a pension? Not quite. While it's an essential piece of the puzzle, other factors come into play. These may include your age, your relationship to the deceased, and your current circumstances. It's important to remember that each case is unique and the requirements can vary. In the case of foreign relatives, it is possible to claim pensions using the deceased's Social Security number. However, the process may be a bit more complex and require additional documentation. The Social Security number is the key to unlock potential benefits, but it's not the only factor. Understanding its importance and how it fits into the bigger picture is crucial on the journey to claiming pensions. Stay tuned as we wrap up our discussion with how to reach out for help. To help you navigate this process, there are various online resources available. Websites such as the official Social Security Administration site or the National Council on Aging provide a wealth of information on claiming deceased relatives' pensions, whether you're in the US or abroad. Other resources like AARP and USA.gov offer comprehensive guides on the subject matter, including detailed requirements and step-by-step procedures. Online forums and communities can also be invaluable. Places like Reddit or Quora host a wide array of discussions on personal finance topics, including claiming pensions. You can find real-life experiences and advice from people who have walked the path you're on now. Don't forget about the power of local resources either. Your local government or community centers often have advisors who can provide guidance. And there may even be workshops or seminars you can attend. Remember, knowledge is power. The more information you have at your disposal, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this process smoothly. And as always, consult with a financial advisor or legal expert if you're unsure about anything. If you're finding this content valuable, we'd appreciate it if you could take a moment to like this video and share it with others who might find it useful. We're always working on delivering more informative content, so if you haven't already, do subscribe and activate notifications. That way, you'll never miss out on a new video. In closing, we want to express our gratitude for inviting us into your homes and study centers. It's been an honor to share this space with you, and we hope you found this information helpful. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on similar topics, please don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications. Until next time, this is Finanzas Perseverantes signing off.